Captain's log, start date 38:42:67. Scotty, what is the start date?
April 23rd, Captain.
Captain's log, start date April 23rd, .3. We are approaching planet Vulcan en route to a council at neutral planetoid codenamed Babel. Since it is in our area, the Enterprise has been assigned to escort ambassadors to this vitally important council. The issues in the council are politically complex. The passengers, explosive.
Dress uniform, spit and polish. I don't know how much longer you're going to be able to stand this fight. Nick feels as if it's in a sling.
I believe the word you were looking for, Doctor, is loose.
Oh, very fine, Spock. I didn't know you went in with jokes.
You're not, Doctor. I was merely trying to be helpful.
And you thought that hanging the only doctor aboard the ship would be helpful.
You forget, Doctor, that as a science officer, I am quite capable of taking responsibility for the sick bay, should it become necessary to do so.
Now, look you two. You're getting worse than these delegates. How are we supposed to keep them from arguing if we can't do it ourselves? I know the bickering has been getting worse since we've had the delegates on board our ship, but I expect my officers to say... Now, we'll be picking up the last of the delegates from planet Vulcan soon, and once they're aboard, we'll be able to relax.
Sure! With 42 delegates aboard for 3 weeks, the reception tonight, half the ambassadors married at the other half, and the whole lot touchy in the neck for the Brazilian Hornets!
Captain, Ambassador's shuttle approach with his shuttlecraft. His parties are coming too. They're coming in 2 minutes.
Please show them aboard, Mr. Chekhov. Mr. Scott, would you bring out the document on the communication screen?
Aye, Captain.
Thank you, Mr. Scott. Mr. Chekhov, please escort Ambassador Sarek and his party to bridge.
Yes, sir.
Chekhov?
Ambassador Sarek says it is a Vulcan protocol that the captain should come to greet the ambassador, but the ambassador should not have to go to the captain.
Does he?
It is usual practice.
Very well, Mr. Spock, but you are coming with me. You two must go.
Spock, how does that Vulcan salute go again? That's worse than this dress uniform.
This is my first officer, Mr. Spock. Often honored us with your presence. Sir, you'll serve us all as us, Captain. She who is my wife.
Captain Kirk?
A pleasure, ma'am. Once you've gotten yourself settled, I'll arrange a tour of the bridge. Mr. Spock will guide you. I prefer another guide. As you wish. Mr. Spock will be leaving Vulcan in 2 hours. Would you like to leave the service and visit your parents? Captain, Ambassador Sarek and his wife. I'll prepare it.
to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
After all these years among humans, and you still haven't learned how to smile.
Even smile with so little provocation.
And you haven't visited us in 4 years.
The situation between my father and myself has not changed. My wife, attend.
Spock.
Captain, I gave Spock his first instructions in computer programming. He chose to devote his efforts to Starfleet rather than the Molten Science Academy. You will excuse me,
I'm sorry, Ambassador, I didn't mean to offend. I thought that...
offense is a human emotion, Captain. I will be returning to my quarters. Quiet. Continue.
Mrs. Sarek, I'm afraid I just don't understand.
Amanda, Captain, I'm afraid you won't be able to pronounce the vocal.
Can you?
Of profession, and after many years of practice, you should continue to go. My husband did request.
Sounded more like a man.
He was welcome. I am his wife.
And Spock is his son.
You don't understand the Vulcan way, Captain. It's logical. It is better than ours, but it is not easy. We stopped Sarah and Spock speaking together as father and son for 18 years.
Spock is my best officer and my best friend.
And I am glad he has such a friend. It has not been easy, Spock. Neither Vulcan nor human. At home nowhere except in Starfleet.
I take it that Spock disagreed with his father on his choice of career.
My husband has nothing against Spock, but believes that he should not be.
In Starfleet, we use force only as a last alternative. We are a force for civilization, but besides, it is a far better opportunity for Vulcan to study the universe on board a Starfleet vessel than Vulcan science institute.
Perhaps, but Sarah thought Spock followed his footsteps as he did in his own life.
They're both stubborn.
Wouldn't you say exactly?
Excuse me. Colonel, what is it?
I picked up some sort of signal. Nothing intelligible, but just a few symbols, really.
So?
That's what bothers me, sir. Impossible to locate. There wasn't enough of it. Sensors show nothing in the area, but it was a strong signal.
It was on the low status to get long-range scanners on it immediately. Very well. If you don't mind, I must make my way back to the bridge.
B7.
Miss D2.
No, you sank my nuclear vessel.
Better luck next time, Ensign. Ensign Fernandez. There's a critical reactor leak down in engineering. You're just the man to deal with it. Up to it. Captain Glug, Chief Engineer Scott, Temporary Command. The coordinate system has been claimed by races on board this vessel. Races with strong personal reasons for keeping Corridor out of the Federation. The most pressing issue on board the Enterprise at the moment is to make sure that we dinner run out of Smarties. And to make sure that open warfare does not break out among the delegates before the conference begins. I had understood that you had retired before any of this conference was called. Piqued my curiosity, but as a doctor, I'm interested in Vulcan physiology. Isn't it unusual for a Vulcan to retire
council vote carries others. I'd like to know where he stands and why.
As the ambassador quite correctly points out, this is not the council chamber on available. I am aware that the admission of the card system is a touchy subject. It's one that will not be solved.
You are correct, Captain. Quite logical.
I am tired of you suffering. If you'll excuse me, Captain.
We debated during our last council session, but if you will excuse me, it's been a very long day for my wife. Captain, the bridge report is not identified as the case.
On the way.
All duty personnel on yellow alert. Don't allow the passengers secured down. The man on the bridge.
Mr. Chekhov.
It's no ship, sir. It's been there 5 minutes, remaining outside phaser range, but within 3 minutes of sensors.
Identification, Mr. Spock. Sensors indicate a vessel the size of a scout ship, but configuration is unfamiliar. Most unusual.
Did she answer a hail?
I tried all standard frequencies and even hooked in the universal translator. No response.
Maintain broadcast. Mr. Spock, check for all authorized vessels in our area.
Starfleet records no authorized vessels in this port.
Mr. Chekhov, plotting intercept course. I want to see what she looks like. Close up.
Yes, sir.
Vessel changing course, heading towards us at high warp speed.
Ready main phasers.
Main phasers armed and ready.
Interesting. She was traveling at approximately warp 10.
Back on original course, Mr. Chekhov. Report status of the intruder, Mr. Spock.
Starfleet acknowledges our report and confirms no Federation vessels in this quadrant.
Returning to original heading, Captain. The intruder vessel changed course immediately we did. She's outrunning us again.
So, we have a shadow on our tail. Faster, more maneuverable, and unidentified. Mr. Spock, full analysis of sensor data. I want to know who this intruder is.
Oh, I speak with you.
It does seem unavoidable.
How do you look for the initial card?
You seem unwilling to wait for the council vote, Ambassador. No matter. We favor admission.
Favor? Why?
Under Federation law, Corrigan can be protected and its wealth administered for the benefit of its people.
Well, you often have no mining interests.
Corrigan has nearly unlimited wealth in dilithium crystals, but is underpopulated and unprotected. This invites illegal mining operations.
Illegal? You accuse us?
Some of your ships have been carrying Corrigan dilithium crystals.
You think we are thieves?
Gentlemen, whatever arguments you have is between yourselves. My business is running this ship, and there will be order.
Yes, Captain.
Though we hate you a slot, son.
Threats are illogical and payment usually expensive.
Lieutenant Johnson, he's on deck 11, section 18. One of the delegates has been murdered. He thinks it's Ambassador Garrett, but he's not sure because all these aliens look alike.
How was he killed?
His neck was broken by an expert.
Explain.
Well, from the nature and location of the break, I would say that the killer knew exactly where to apply pressure so as to snap the neck instantly.
But who on board would have that knowledge?
A Vulcan. On Vulcan, the event that was known as Talshire, was considered a merciful form of execution in ancient times.
Mr. Spock, a short time ago, I broke up a fight between Ambassador Garrett and your father.
Captain, interesting.
Interesting. Are you aware, Mr. Spock, that makes your father the prime growing suspect? Are you saying he couldn't have done it?
No, Captain, I'm merely saying it would be illogical to kill without a good reason.
But if he had a reason...
Yeah, for a reason. My father is quite capable of killing, logically and efficiently.
So, you were saying we should speak with Ambassador Sarah himself about this? Scotty, you rich, but before you're...
Ambassador Sarek, I wonder if I might speak with you privately for a moment.
What's wrong? Spock?
You're aware of the delegate was being murdered.
His neck was broken by a method that Spock describes as Talshire.
Yes.
Ambassador, where were you in the past hour?
Captain, you're not accusing him.
Other, from the evidence, he is very watching the suspect.
I quite agree. So where were you in the past hour?
In private meditation, Captain. Spock will tell you that such meditation is a very personal experience, not to be discussed, especially not with her friend.
It's a pretty convenient excuse.
What's wrong? Sorry. Sorry, sir.
It's hard to tell with Vulcan physiology, but I believe it's something to do with his cardiovascular system.
Can you help him?
I don't know back there.
We'll leave him in your capable hands, Doctor. Well,
Report, Mr. Chekhov.
That ship is still sitting there, Captain.
Mr. Spock.
Yes, Captain, I'm getting titanium readings from the alien ship's hull.
I'm sorry to hear about your father.
Yes, it could adversely affect our mission.
Aren't you worried about him?
Worry is a human emotion, Captain. I accept what has happened. The ship seems to have a high density or it's close against sentinel probes. It is manned, but sensors cannot make out specifically.
Well, the Romulans have nothing like it. Neither do the Federation, certainly not the neutral planets. What about the Klingons?
I think it's unlikely it's one of them.
Who then?
Captain, I'm detecting another transmission. It's just like the first one.
Put the recorder and the directional locator on it immediately.
Source bearing 27 Mark 86. It's the intruder vessel, sir.
Type for the Mitchell Spot Station for decoding.
Yes, sir.
Captain, the directional locator indicates reception somewhere within the body of this ship.
Someone on board is in contact with that vessel?
Possibly, yes, but I cannot decode the message.
Why not?
It is in no code. There is no detectable pattern. No such number, no such phone. No standard references apply.
Are there no conclusions available from analysis of the data, Mr. Spock?
It fits none of our relevant, and it is alien.
And out here? Oh, shit. Just out there playing tag. Mr. Chekhov, you have your sensors set on wide band. Reset them to the interior of the vessel.
Yes, sir.
If that, your ship starts communicating again, I want to know who on board is receiving. Dr. McCoy. How is it?
Well, as far as I can tell from the instrument readings, our prime suspect has a malfunction of one of the heart valves. It's similar to a heart attack in a human. But with altering physiology, it's almost impossible to tell.
Do you propose surgery for the heart condition, Doctor?
Well, I'm not sure. It's tough enough on a human. On a Vulcan, an ordinary operation is out of the question.
Why?
Because of the construction of the Vulcan heart. I suggest a sorogenic open heart procedure would be the logical approach.
Bones, how about?
Well, I'm glad somebody asked me something for a change. The procedure Spock is talking about requires a tremendous amount of blood. Now, I've checked with the blood bank on board, and there isn't enough Vulcan blood here to even consider an operation of this type. And his blood type is B negative. Very rare, even for a Vulcan.
My blood is T negative, Doctor.
I've run blood tests on Spock's blood, Captain. It isn't pure Vulcan. It has human elements.
It should be possible to filter out the human factor.
Even you couldn't give enough blood, Spock. It would kill you.
Would you take a look at this, Doctor?
Well, if it were properly in focus, I would say that was Rigelian blood.
Rigelian blood is very similar to Vulcan.
Well, similar is not good enough. It's still experimental.
Experimental, yes, but the results do look promising.
Spock, we would need such a large amount of blood. As well on Vulcan blood as it does on Rigelian. Oh, we would still raise our to a critical level.
I consider the safety factor low, but acceptable.
Well, plus the fact that I've never operated on a Vulcan before, or I've studied the anatomical types. Certain others seem to be engaged in at this very moment. And I know where all the bits are, and I suppose he does too. That's a long way away from actual surgical experience. So, if I don't kill it with the operation, the drug probably will.
What drug, Doctor?
The drug is a stimulant, which speeds up the reproduction of blood corpuscles. It's only experimental.
It has been used successfully on test subjects on Rigel 5.
It places a tremendous strain on the spleen and other organs. In Sark's condition, this would kill him.
I underwent a physical examination last week, Doctor. Would you pull those records, please?
I've already done that, Spock. You're perfectly healthy.
You plan to use that drug on yourself? A transfusion from you to your father?
It would seem the only answer.
Damage you internally, Spock. It could kill you. Sorry, I can't sanction.
I'm afraid I can't either, Mrs. Spock. I won't risk both of you.
Then you automatically condemn Sarek to death. And you, Doctor, you have no logical alternative either. You now have the means to perform the operation. I am offering myself as blood donor. Further resistance, discussion, distribution.
I think we should see what Sarah himself has to say about this. Mrs. Spock, get out the bread, Dr. McCoy, you're with me. Spock here. I'm on deck 5 near my quarters. I've been attacked by an enduring security team.
Captain,
Security team.
Captain,
Security team.
Captain, Captain, Captain. Medical team to deck 5. Captain's log, stardate 3843.4. First Officer Spock in temporary command. The captain has been critically wounded by one of the delegates to the Babel conference. The ship is on alert status. We are still being followed by the intruder vessel and the supply of smarties is report on the captain's status, please. What took you so long?
Oh, the temporal inverter malfunctioned. Now, it's a bad wound. Punctured left lung. Centimetre or so lower, and it would have gone straight through the heart.
I shall be in the brig questioning the prisoner. Ensign.
Good luck, Ensign Fernandez. Look, check up. I waited by the staff.
Stop! Your father's not it's no longer a question of choice. We have to operate immediately. We can operate as soon as you're prepared.
No, Doctor. Our passenger safety is by Starfleet Command of first importance. We have been followed by An alien, a possibly hostile vessel, and its supply of smarties is reaching a critical level.
Scotty can take over command, and we can turn Ensign Fernandez into Smarties.
On what grounds, Doctor, and the pilots do not recognize the vessel's privilege? I shall be in the brig interrogating the Andorian. Ensign.
It's got nothing to do with personal privilege. Scott can't come back.
You don't understand the truth, John. You have revealed nothing. I know nothing. It's just about the conditions are really clear. My people are above the race, but we have a problem with your care. How would it be an advantage to us to harm the captain? We don't know. There is no logic to your attack on the captain. There's no logic in death, no. Then I suggest you abandon the world of logic. Apply yourself instead to the world of emotion, of passion. These are motives for murder.
Spock, you must turn command over to somebody else.
Mother, when I was commissioned, I took an oath to carry out certain responsibilities, which were very clearly specified.
Any competent officer can command this ship. Only you can give your father the blood transfusions that he needs to live.
Any competent officer can command this ship under normal circumstances. The circumstances are not normal. We are carrying over 100 valuable passengers. We are being followed by an alien ship and subject to a possible attack. There has been murder and attempted murder on board. And we are running out of smarties. We cannot dismiss our duties.
Duties, your duty is to your father.
I know, but this must take precedence. If I could give the transfusion without loss of time or efficiency, I would. Sarah understands my reason.
Well, I don't. It's not human. Oh, let that code come through. Your father's dying.
Mother, how can you have lived on Vulcan so long, married a Vulcan, raised a son on Vulcan, without knowing what it means to be Vulcan?
Oh, well, if this is what it means, I don't want to know.
Well, they're all Vulcan stupid. We got the philosophy, a way of life that is logical and beneficial, and I cannot disregard that philosophy merely for personal gain, no matter how important that gain may be.
Nothing is as important as your father's life.
Can you imagine what my father would say if I were to give up command of this vessel, jeopardize hundreds of lives in interplanetary war, just for the life of one man?
When you were 5 and came home stiff-lipped and anguished because the other boys were tormenting you, saying that you weren't really Vulcan, I could tell that the human part of you inside was crying. And I cried too. There must be still some part of me in you, some part that I can reach.
Mother, you do not understand.
If being Vulcan is more important to you, if you stand there, sprouting Starfleet rules and regulations and Vulcan philosophies and let your father die, I shall hate you for the rest of my life.
Mother,
Oh, go to him now, please.
I cannot.
Get out!
I'd like to get my hands on the guy with that sledgehammer.
The one who hit you.
The one that's inside my head. How long have I been here?
Oh, now, you let that be a lesson to you. You lie there and be happy you're still alive.
How sorry?
I can't offer it.
Huh? Why not? I thought you were getting ready.
I was. But when you were injured, Spock took over and won't stand down until you're back on your feet, even if it costs our into life.
Regulations. Well, I can't stand it concerning duty, but I'm not going to lie here and let it get patricide.
Chairman, he stands up practically bleed to death.
Holmes, you cannot perform that operation without a transfusion from Spock. Now, I'll go and convince him that I'm all right, and then I'll report straight back to my quarters. Will that fill your prescription?
Yes, Captain.
I'll take over here, Mr. Spock. You report to sickbay with Dr. McCoy. Are you quite all right, Captain?
I certified him physically fit. Now, I have an operation to perform, and both of us are required.
Get out, Spock. intruder, Mr. Chekhov.
No change, sir. Maintaining its distance.
Have there been any further broadcasts?
None, sir.
Take over here, Scotty. I'll be in my quarters.
Captain, the alien vessel is moving closer.
Belay that over. I'll stay here.
Also, I'm receiving another transmission. It's coming from inside the Enterprise.
From where exactly?
From the brig, sir.
Security in the brig. Search the prisoner immediately.
Give me his reading.
Heart rate reading 324. Blood pressure 90 over 40. Doctor.
I wish I knew whether that was good or bad. Where do you think you're going, Mr. Spock?
I'm not to see. Look, Captain.
Mr. Spock, my patients don't usually get up in the middle of an operation.
The alien ship. I just realised our utilization curve is not the norm.
Security to Captain Kirk. Kirk here. Security to Captain Kirk. Kirk here. Security to Captain Kirk. Kirk here. Security here. We had to stand the Andorian. He had some sort of transceiver. It was hidden in his antenna.
Captain, the alien vessel is changing course and speed, moving directly towards us at warp 8.
Red alert. Mr. Chekhov. Pacers stand by, ready to fire my orders. Mr. Scott, get that alien up to the bridge.
There can be only one. Shields up, phasers standing by.
Take a response scanner, Mr. Chekhov.
Yes, sir.
Target, Mr. Chekhov.
Target is running away now, sir. Wait, they're turning now. They're coming back again, sir.
Brings up warp 3.141536.
Captain? 3.1. Yes, sir.
Fire as he passes, Ensign.
Yes, sir. We missed, sir.
Report on his weapons.
Standard phasers, sir.
Stand pacers, good. They may be faster, but we're still in the jets.
Communication channels are jammed, sir. The ambassadors want to know what's going on.
Tell them to take a good guess, but clear the board, Ensign, and get that alien up here.
Yes, sir.
Target, Mr. Chekhov.
Coming back again, sir.
On my order, fire proton torpedoes, 4, 2, and 6, wide as possible scatter. And give me a copy.
Tea, Earl Grey, hot.
Doctor, his heart stopped.
Cardio stimulator.
Is this Azeroth?
Then get me that old portable cardio stimulator. You call engineering and have them stick-based systems put on dry out.
Number 4 shield is buckled, sir.
Auxiliary power.
Shield's coming back online, but number 4 is still weak. If we get hit there again, we've had it. We're done for. Kaput. Destroyed, annihilated. We will have geeked the bucket.
They'll have to destroy this ship to win.
That's what we intended all along. Oh, damage reports from every deck, Captain.
Damage control procedures, all decks.
Number 2 shield is down, sir.
Engineering, this is the captain. Cut power to port side except for the phaser range. Prepare to cut power to the starboard side on my order. What?
Fine, your answer, Captain Kirk.
You haven't long to live.
You're a spy, searching Wilson to look like an enduring, planted in the ambassadorial party, used terror and murder to disrupt my ship and prepare for this attack.
Speculation, Captain.
Engineering cut power to the starboard side. Mr. Chekhov, maintain course until further orders.
What are you doing?
You speculate.
Captain, we're starting to drift. Shall I hold her on course?
Negative, let her drift. Stand by, busy.
Phaser, standing by. She's just hovering out there, Captain.
Ha! Looking us over. We're dead in space as far as you know.
You're trying to over in. She's coming in now, sir. Range decreasing. Speed coming close to stop right.
Stay on target.
This up on target. Range 75,000 kilometers.
Fire.
We got him.
Open the hailing frequency, Mr. Chekhov. Wish to surrender.
Well, they got us surrendered, Captain, and you see they had orders to self-destruct. Aha, yes.
Report out of status to sir, please, Mr. Chekhov. Inform them that we had 8 prisoners.
Only temporarily, Captain. You see, I had orders to self-destruct. From Mr. Chekhov. Poison, Captain, quite potent actually. But there is no known antidote. I just spent about 10 minutes.
Get into sick bay!
Do it yourself.
Really no problem, my Captain. I think a very slight miscalculation. Oh, bollocks!
Another one.
He's dead, gentlemen.
Mr. Chekhov, you take over here. I'll be in sick bay.
Are you quite finished shaking the ship around? Well, I don't mind telling you, you sure make it difficult for a surgeon to... That pig-headed Vulcan. I couldn't have pulled him through without him.
Some doctors have overlooked. Captain, I believe you will find the alien. They damaged the ship and destroyed themselves to avoid capture. Tell Scotty to bring him up to the lab. I want an autopsy as soon as possible, Doctor. I think you'll find he's an Orion, Doctor. Report says that Orion smugglers have been raiding the system. But what would they get from raiding Starfleet? Mutual suspicion and interplanetary war. Yes, of course. By remaining carefully neutral, the Orions can clean up by supplying dilithium and Smarties to both sides. And then continue to raid Carter. What puzzled me was the power utilization curve. It made them seem more powerful than a starship, or anything known to us. That ship was constructed for a suicide mission. Because they never intended to return home, they were able to use 100% power in their attacks on us. But the thing I don't understand is why I didn't think of it earlier. Perhaps you had something else on your mind. That hardly seems likely.
No, but think about it. And you, Sam, would you also say thank you to your son
I don't understand.
for saving your life?
Spock acted in the only logical manner open to him. One does not thank logic, Amanda.
Logic. Logic. I'm sick to death of logic. Do you want to know how I feel about logic?
She has always been that way. Indeed. Why did you marry her? At the time, it seemed the logical thing was true. I'd better get back to Fringe.
If you keep on with your kindly family duck, you are going to spend the next 10 days, if you cooperate, will be out in June.
I am returning to my station now.
Mr. Spock, you are at your station.
Doctor, I believe you're enjoying all this. Indeed, Captain. I've never seen him look so happy.